Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dining with Drew. Today we have a very special guest, my friend Zubin. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Zubin, PhD student. That's going well.
Is it?
Ask my advisor. He won't give you an answer.
Yeah. Well, happy to have you on the show. So tell us what we're making today.
We are going to be making crepes several different ways. We're going to start by making just regular crepes. Then we are going to make some breakfast crepes, so we're going to add some filling to that. After that, we're going to make dessert, which is going to be Crêpes Suzette, which is a way to make crepes where it's flambéed with alcohol.
Ooh,
it's going to be
Crêpes Suzette.
It's going to be very fun.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started and go over the ingredients. So, first, we're just going to have some normal dry ingredients. We have flour, sugar, salt, and then we're going to combine that with eggs and butter. And then we also have some fancy filtered tap water and some very fancy milk in a glass jar. So that's how you know it's really fancy. After that, we have
the ingredients for our filling. So we have turkey bacon. It doesn't kind of crisp up as much as regular bacon, which makes it much easier to roll or spread around. Smoked Gouda, we're going to shred this up. Green onion, of course, and just a little bit of Philadelphia cream cheese. So then we have the ingredients for the flambe, for the Suzette. Namely, we have cognac. This is Visop, so it's been aged at least 4 years, 4 to 10. Then orange liqueur. Typically, you'd use Grand Marnier, Grand something, Grand Mariner, as Americans say, Grand Mariner. Use that, which is already mixed with a little bit of cognac, but we're just going to use Cointreau for today, and also just some fresh orange juice.
delicious. And then the last part is for the raspberry drizzle, which is going to be raspberries, shocker, I know, and cornstarch. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
Nice. So we're going to start just combining all the wet ingredients and dry ingredients separately. We're going to mix the wet ingredients up and start mixing them together.
All right, let's get cracking.
3 eggs for this recipe. And then the remainder of the wet ingredients is going to be half a cup of cold water.
Now we're going to add the dry ingredients. So first, flour, 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, 3/4 of a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, which is about that much.
Now we're going to mix everything together. So we have the dry ingredients here, with the wet ingredients here. We're going to slowly add the wet ingredients to the dry as we mix it. So we want to keep the batter nice and thick here. So we're just going to add a little bit more. And we can turn it up one more time. And add the rest. And we're going to start by adding some butter. So get a nice chunk of butter. Put it on the pan, turn it up to medium heat.
We'll just wait for it to
Do a time lapse here, just like. So now that we have a nice buttered pan, I'm going to start adding some crepe batter. We have about 1/5 of a cup, just under 1/4, of batter, and we're going to put it on one side, and then swirl it around by hand. And this first one's going to be very buttery. Yeah, this one's going to taste good. we do that fold there, that's the traditional crepe fold. Sometimes you do it when you fill crepes, but it's very often done for desserts. Beautiful.
Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and make the raspberry drizzle. We're still popping out these crepes one by one because we only have one pan, but that's the way it goes. So, anyways, so we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and put it in another pan, and then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of water in the same pan. And then we'll take our whisk and we'll mix that water and cornstarch. Okay, so we're gonna turn this pan onto medium heat, and then we're going to add a box of raspberries. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. And last, we're gonna add a dash of orange juice. So we have our pan of orange, sugar, raspberries, and we're just gonna stir it up a little bit and like crush the raspberries. Okay, so we'll take our hot raspberry drizzle and we're gonna put it into this little strainer here to get the seeds strained out. Okay, so we're gonna take the rest of this smoked Gouda and like a medium grater? I don't know. And we're gonna maybe grate some cheese to it.
We're gonna start assembling. So, lay down a crepe. Take some of our cream cheese. This time we do want to spread it very thin. Easiest way to do this is kind of scrape at the top, so when it gets onto your knife, it's not in a big clump. And then we only need to spread it on one side. Once we've done that, take our smoked Gouda, just sprinkle it all along there. Since we have the cream cheese, we can use a little bit extra. And we're gonna get some of our green onions. Don't want too many. That flavor is gonna go a long way. And now, 1 strip of bacon, like so, down the side, and we can just take off the end there. And last but not least, our eggs.
Alright, let's try our breakfast crepe. Wait, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, that cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, you were spot on about that. It's like, you know, everyone's done like bacon and eggs, you know, but like with that cream cheese and the Gouda, wow.
Mm-hmm. So to make our sauce, we're gonna take our pan, nice big pan, ideally with large edges so that we don't get fire everywhere. We're gonna put in a lot of butter. This is half a stick, so 4 tablespoons. You wanna kind of get the bottom half, so holding it here, and we have half there, and then we fold it over, and then because we don't wanna touch scalding hot butter, we fold it over again, somewhat like so. And then we're just gonna do this with all of our remaining crepes. So, I'm gonna make our alcohol. The important thing when doing Suzette, or really any flambe, first of all, no loose hair, right? Everything like that. Second, we're not gonna put our hands or faces over the flame, but we'll get to that. Third, we don't wanna pour from the bottle because if it catches fire as we're pouring, it goes inside the bottle, heat makes things expand. We have flaming alcohol all over the kitchen. Nobody needs that. So not only do we not want to waste all our alcohol, we don't want to die. So we're gonna take
Priorities here.
Priorities. We're gonna take a nice open. This is designed for alcoholic drinks. And we're just gonna pour our Cointreau and our brandy. It's about 2 to 1 Cointreau to brandy if you're using this combination. But a little bit more brandy, not a bad thing. We're gonna pour the alcohol in, tilt it away from both of us, and then
Ooh,
flambe.
flambe.
Just gonna mix the fire around a little bit, make sure it gets equally, and it'll put itself out.
Wow.
So pretty, right?
Look at that. It's like, yeah, it's blue, beautiful flame.
And just spread some of the raspberry drizzle slash paste. Raspberry paste. It's still going to be a great proportion of flavor.
Look at this. It's like you from a restaurant. It's beautiful. That's good.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, that raspberry sauce is just so like. I mean, fresh. Use fresh raspberry as well. Mm. Wow, I taste the orange. Oh, that's really good.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. All right, well, that's all we got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Zubin, for this lovely recipe.
Absolutely.
It's a great time, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.